by Murat Ferman, who is here in Istanbul. He's the Dean of Beykent University. Thanks for joining us, by the way. When you see these pictures, what are your thoughts?
Well, as a matter of fact, we are living a great catastrophe, a human tragedy. We are in deep sorrow and loss and mourning for the best. And well, I guess the sentences, the words are not sufficient enough to express the situation we are in. Unfortunately, two grand-scale earthquakes hit together, following each other. Of course, the death toll is rising as this enormous effort we have been witnessing together in the last nearly more than 80 hours. Hundreds of people are just working there day and night. And I know that tens of thousands of people have rushed there to be a help. And hundreds of thousands and millions of people all around Turkey and in the world are hoping for the best. They are trying to help whatever they can. I would like to share my thanks and gratitude to all of our friends from everywhere, every bits and parts of the world. Our colleagues, our former students, sending us and sharing us their messages of solidarity. It is a sad, sad time. It's a great tragedy, and I'm afraid when this rush hour or this emergency period will be over, we shall come to realize that this has indeed been one of the greatest catastrophes of humankind in the recent history. Unfortunately, we were hit back more than 20 years ago, back in 1999 at Marmara region. So it is a very sad case, but we have to stand tall and act in unity. What we need in days like this is hoping and trying to reaching to synergy, to be together and to stand against this huge, unfortunate incident and tragedy.
Also, Murat, there at the university, which is in Istanbul, we want to emphasize, far away from the quake, people there must still be very much affected by this. And do many of the students and staff there have relatives who are in the disaster zone?
That's right. Of course, from the very early hours of that earthquake, universities have been in the forefront of organizing and coordinating for help. Of course, we have thousands of students who are leaving or taking a holiday in that region. As we all know, we are talking about a 1,000-kilometer huge region consisting 10 major cities of Turkey. Therefore, it's a widespread area. Especially in Turkey, as everywhere in the world, universities attract students from every region, different regions of the country and the other countries. So at the end of the day, we were at the semester session. And most of the universities were supposed to open up this past Monday. So most of our students were out back at their homes. So immediately, under the auspices and coordination of Higher Education Board, we have formed some social media groups, and we have started a coordinated effort. Our universities, most of them have medical capabilities. We have colleges of medicine and other related fields. So we have sent tens of specialists to the region from the very early hours of the earthquake. Our students have also been volunteering for the field work, rescue operation, and you should see that at each and every campus, at least in each and every part of this country, hundreds of students are putting together this stuff, the help stuff. They are helping to put together the packages that are direly needed in that area.
Yeah, you have seen an enormous outpouring from within the country and from around the world. You don't hear direct and specific asks from the government saying we need X and Y. Maybe diplomatically those requests are going on that, we could use more equipment or something. What does the government need at this point, if anything?
Well, Turkish government is more than capable and potent enough to overcome situations like that and take care of it. I don't have any hesitations whatsoever. But of course, now it is the peak time of the crisis, as it is called. Now we are right in the eye of the hurricane.
Yeah.
So we have to be quite agile and quite cautioned in our efforts. I do not see any problem of in preparation and putting together of these very much needed tools and goods. But the problem is, of course, due to this uncertainties and harsh conditions in the region. It takes a great effort and careful planning to take care of these logistical problems. For example, we hear that there are so many trucks trying to reach to the region. They have to find new solutions and new programming for those issues. Of course, from the university's point of view, we have some very prominent faculty who are specialized in earthquake and related matters. As a matter of fact, Turkish academia is very well known in that field all over the world. So they are trying to put together a damage report and assessment. And being an economist myself, I'm well aware of the fact that this will create a lot of after effects, some of them temporary, some of them are much more durable negative consequences and unwanted effects. It is still too early to talk about that, but it is very unfortunate that this earthquake really have affected 10 cities and a huge base of industrial and agricultural production infrastructure in Turkey. 1/10 of our exports are produced in that region. Kahramanmaraş and Gaziantep are two prominent cities, especially in textiles industry.
Yeah.
Which are a major engine in Turkish economy. In the last unfortunate incident back in 1999, we have conducted some surveys and some research from the economical effect points of view. It is a rule of the thumb that an earthquake or an unfortunate incident, a catastrophic incident of this caliber, might cause a negative effect between 3% to 6% of the current GNP, gross national product. It is still early to talk about these methods or even to mention about them.
Yeah.
However, after everything is taken care of and being done, we need to sit down and maybe recalibrate our economic programs Unfortunately, this year of 2023 does not seem to be a promising one from the
Right.
prospects of global growth. Therefore, this will create some new obstacles or additional barriers against the very hopeful growth projections of Turkey this year. But we shall overcome them, because at the end of the day, economy is for people. I mean, people are not for economy. We talk and deal about these economic issues just for the welfare of people, make them much more prosperous, enjoying a higher quality of life. So this is a very unfortunate time or incident to talk about these issues, but the life still goes on. We understand that we have to be much more kind of leaning towards proactive themed policies, both in economic, political, and technical issues. Unfortunately, we learn by paying our deeds, and each and every unfortunate incident at the end of the day, from academical point of view, at least contributes to your inventory of learning curve. I know that it is very sad to enrich our learning curves by suffering and going through this kind of catastrophes. But if you come to think about it, the whole history of humanity and civilization, unfortunately, is full of those. I would like to also extend my sincere gratitude and thanks to nearly 60 different rescue and search and rescue teams coming to Turkey, reaching to Turkey from different parts of the world. It is a, I think it's a very impressive
Yeah,
example
absolutely.
of human solidarity. We are living on the same planet. This land of Anatolia, cradle of civilization, unfortunately, or I don't know, maybe it is even not appropriate to use the term unfortunate, but the geopolitical, logical formation of those lands are prone to
Yeah,
earthquakes.
absolutely.
And this also shows us that we shouldn't be taking many things for granted. As we discuss our problems, policies, worries, problems, we take for granted that we are standing or sitting on a solid ground. But
Very true.
hey, we all see what happens if that taken for granted solid, flat earthware starts to move, or presents you with this challenge of earthquakes.
Mm.
So it is life itself. I hope that our loss of lives will not surge to much more higher numbers. Of course, we have all the capability and infrastructure to take care of direct and indirect consequences and results of this catastrophe. However, now I kind of feel that we need to really get over with this rush hour, as they say, or this extraordinary period of time. We will have much more an ample time to sit down and discuss pros, cons, what should have done, what haven't been done, what shall we do, or so on and so forth. At the end of the day, we try to put together many conditions or kind of some kind of precautions. But when it happens, unfortunately, it happens. Then you have to deal with all of these after effects, so on and so forth. So once again, I share my sorrow and sympathy and extend my condolences to everybody, all citizens of Turkey and the world for the loss of life. And I hope that the injured, thousands of them, will be healing nicely and quickly in the coming days.
Murat, it's a great discussion. It's really excellent to have you on our show. Thanks for your thoughts on